What's up, y'all? It's Eric. Welcome back to Dem Nuggets. We're going to jump right into the topic for today, which is how to avoid procrastination and low motivation. The nugget out of the gate: procrastination thrives in vagueness, lack of clarity, and just fuzzy-mindedness, right? You don't really know how to do the things that you want to do, if you even know what you want to do. The solution would be clarity, right? Clarity is going to come from fully understanding what it is you want to do, right? We got a lot of dreams, right? I know I've done it myself a lot of times, where I see somebody doing something that I admire and I aspire to be where they are, right? I aspire and I have a desire to be or live the type of life that that person is living and do the type of things that that person is doing.
You got to be aware of the inbounder here if you're Philly.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
But that's not enough, right? Just having that as a dream, that's not going to get me to where that individual is, because that's not what got that individual to where they are. And that's where that procrastination comes in, right? Just the desire for that is not going to get me the motivation that I need, because I don't even know what I need to do. So we're going to combat it with clarity. How do we do that? I got a set of 7 steps that I think will help to combat procrastination by providing clarity. Step number 1. Decide what you want to do, right? So give an illustration or an example. If you see somebody that's a professional basketball player and you're like, man, I see them scoring those points, I see them doing all that amazing stuff on the court, I want to be them. Okay, that would be step number 1. Make that a decision. I will be one of them, right? I'm going to be a professional basketball player. Then the second step that you do after you've made that decision, you got to write it down. Y'all, I can't tell y'all how long I have fought that. I don't like writing things. I never like writing anything in school. I don't really like taking notes in written form. I even struggle a little bit taking them digitally on the phone. I don't like writing things. I've been hearing that for a long time, as long as I've been looking at personal development and growth. Right. It's always been a struggle to me. I'm gonna let you know, it is not avoidable. You gotta write things down. There is something that happens in our brains when we take the time to actually write the thing that we want to do. You can't just write, I want to be a professional basketball player. You have to assign a deadline to it. Otherwise, it's just going to be a dream again. Your mind needs some sort of a target time in order to really help get you geared into thinking about all the things that you need to do and actually getting the energy to do the things you need to do to hit a particular deadline. So that's number 3. After you've written it down and decided what you want to do, you got to set a deadline. Say, I want to do this in the next 3 years. I want to be a professional basketball player. Again, this is just an illustration, right? It may take longer than that, just depending on where you're coming from. Step number 4, make a list of everything that you can think of to achieve that goal. So if it's a professional basketball player, okay, what kind of training do you need to have? What kind of diet do you need to have? What kind of exposure do you need to get? What kind of teams do you need to be trying to engage with in order to be able to get that experience, right? Write all of those different things down so that you can have a roadmap to get to the goal by the deadline. Step number 5, organize that list into actionable steps, right? So if it's, I got to go meet up with a team to try to kind of get that exposure, what does that look like? That may be, I need to go pull a list off of the internet of all the different teams in my area that I may be interested in. It could be, I need to then find all the contact information for those teams so that I can either reach out to them via phone or reach out to them via email, right? You got to have a way to clearly get from point A to point B in the thing that you set that you need to do. And that is step 5, right? Actually write a list of everything that you need to do. Then you organize the list into a prioritized version, right? So you got all of these actionable steps. You know exactly where you want to be. Now you got to prioritize it, right? Because what you'll probably find when doing that, and I'm using the basketball illustration as an example, but you can apply this to a bunch of different areas. You'll find that you're going to have more things to do than you really have time to do them. So you have to have some sort of prioritized approach to being able to tackle that list. Step number 6, take action. You got to do it, right? You know what you want to do. You got a deadline that you want to do it in, and you got some steps that you can take in order to get to that goal, but you got to do it, right? If you don't make up your mind that I'm going to do something about all of these different steps, they're just going to sit on a list and they're not going to get done. Step number 7, you've got to discipline yourself to take action at least 5 times a week, right? That's going to be the best way in order to make yourself actually do it. Say, I got to go 5 days out of a 7-day week, and I got to do one of these actions on this list that I've created. You have to do that, right? You'll see some people on the personal growth and development say, you got to do something every day. Personally, I got a family, got kids, I got a full-time job. Some of these things I can't just do every day, right? I can't put every, day of the week on, the calendar to do one of these activities. So I set myself a 5-day goal. 5 days out of a 7-day week, I got to make some sort of an actionable, I got to take some sort of action on my list. It could be small stuff, but 5 days out of the week, I got to do something. That's it. That will help you to knock that procrastination, that low motivation out of the box, because you'll have a clear plan that you can actually take action on. I'm done, guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with Dem Nuggets. Your boy Eric. See you on the next video.